say, the regatta course here, built in 1952, and it looks a good course. Let's get on to the K2 1000, the men's final. And again, we got who stands out for you guys here?
I'm very interested to see how Adam Van Coveren goes with his partner in the K2000. That's something I've been interested in for years, how he would go in the K2. He looks like he's got all the right properties to be a very good team boat paddler. So
we saw him switching last week. I think when he was the 1000, he went in the bow, and then in the 500 he went in the stern. He's just switching around and having fun.
Yeah, I think he switched back for this one as well. You know, Adam, I think we all know he's a talented paddler. He knows what he's doing. Brady in the back, one of the better crew boat paddlers in Canada. I think
in your picture,
they have the elements.
Adam he said when we spoke to him last week, obviously you know more about than we do, but he said he still has ambitions for the Worlds. He's just having mentally a bit of time off.
He's been at it for a while, you know. In Canada, he's one of those top people. He's, you know.
Let's briefly. We don't have that many teams for Estonia. Tarmo Tutsi, he's been around forever, and Carmel Aluperi. And I was actually on their blog site last week. It's actually, you can actually put into translate it quite easily into English because it's in Estonian. Olivier Kaunberg had a bit of a difficult personal season so far, but he's come back with Lauren Panikuk, and they're back on form. So great luck to those two. So they're a good pair. They got to the Olympic B final, but it's going to be quite open. To be honest, we have some of the top teams around the world not competing this week. We don't have the Hungarians or the Czechs or the Brits or various other nations for their own reasons, but what we do have is a very, very quick start for the 9 teams. France, Germany, Belgium, Canada, Poland, Estonia, Germany, Sweden, Argentina, always to look out for. Well, and Juan Pablo de Gesus and Gonzalo Carrea, who looked pretty motivated last night.
Yeah, no, everyone seems to be coming out at the same pace. Great start by everyone. Getting a little bit foggy up near the 1000, but I don't think that'll affect the racers too much.
And Ben, what's your history with K2?
I've had a 4-foot World Championships back in 2003 and made the A final in Athens in the K2, but back then I was always doing K1 and K2, so it was always a little bit difficult, but it's an event I definitely enjoy, but for one reason or another I haven't been able to do quite as much at this level as I would have liked to.
In your picture at the moment is Daniel Hemsles and Johannes Bask, the powerhouse from Sweden. They've had some reasonable results in the last few weeks. They've made a couple of finals and obviously look to a young team looking to impress here.
Yep, no, I've had the liberty to train with them in Florida. Really nice guys, train hard. You know, when you got Anders as a role model, I think everyone likes to follow and just work hard.
So here we are coming. Well, still a bit go. Estonians here.
Yeah, buddy in the back, just keeping his head down, following, staying a bit ahead of that stroke.
They have had some form. They were 8th in the 2012 Europeans.
Well, it's good to see. Really tight race, you know. I find K2000 is that one race where it's anybody's win anytime.
Well, halfway mark, and we still have 5 boats very much in the picture.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a brilliant race. It's not often you see at a World Cup. This kind of depth and consistency across the field. It's a very good race to have that pack.
No, yeah, as you were saying, you know, we have a bit less entries, but I still think the racing's been pretty good.
And so far, the Canadians, how are they looking?
Great. I think this is a big improvement from their last World Cup. Adam's definitely, you know, he's got no shortage on control, and Brady seems to be comfortable.
And it looks slight from this picture. It's difficult to see, but looking at what's coming to you live from the venue, but it looks like at the moment we're looking at Olivier Kaunberg and Lauren Panikuk, who are putting some good pace, and there's Van Coveren and Brady Weird. They've known each other forever, the same club, aren't they?
Yeah, teammates, you know. For
different generations, maybe?
Yeah, different age groups, but, you know, Brady would have been brought up under Adam's wing, especially now more than ever. But this Polish crew looks really good out front. This crowd's going to have a big effect on them. Even Estonia's up there, very impressive.
Ben, they'll be hurting now, won't they?
Oh, they'll be hurting a lot, and I think now's the time that they're going to have to hurt a whole lot more.
Yeah, a lot of hard takes over.
Let's look at the Poland in the action. We've got Santoraj and Kuraski.
Raid's coming up for Canada. You know, Adam wasn't always known as a finisher, but he's doing a great job right now. But Estonia's matching it.
But with 80 metres to go, it's looking like the Polish, we haven't talked about them that much, but they're coming home for a clear victory with Adam Van Coveren pushing with all his might to take a very close second place. And third place, maybe too close to call between Belgium and Estonia. great result for Poland. They're not, to be fair, they're not household names yet. They came third in Szeged in the World Cup a month ago.
No, yeah. One of them's still fairly young, so I don't think he's had a chance yet to get his name out, but this might be a very good start for them.
Must give them a lot of confidence. As I say, there's a few of the world's top pairs not here, but a win is a win, isn't it?
A win's a win. You know, when you get to a World Cup, no matter how many entries, there's going to be at least 4 good crews. And if you can win at a World Cup, you know, that's a good sign. You're in the right direction. And it looks like Estonia just nipped Belgium there.
Well, as you mentioned, Belgium, they obviously a very well-established team, but they had a bit of disrupted pre-season. We had Lance Panikuk. He was actually paddling last weekend. I think he made the final in the K1 1000. But it's good to see them back together again. It must be awesome for Brady to be watching behind Adam and the style he has.
There's a lot to learn, and I think he's picking up all the right things. And you know, to make a big jump like that from the last World Cup, I think sky's the limit with these two.
And Ben, do you like watching yourself, or are you incredibly analytical when you're watching yourself on TV?
Yeah, I mean, I like watching the top level racing. Not too excited about watching myself too often.